Hi, thanks for checking out another one of our videos here. This is going to be possibly a how to repair video on an old PEL unit. It's called a PEL PE53. A lot of the parts for this are obsolete. There might be a few oddball parts out there that we can still get and find, but PEL, like this style, hasn't been made in probably 20 years. They got acquired by the True Test people that own Speedrite and Stay Fix. PEL is still made as a brand, but it's only made over in like Europe and overseas, places like that. And basically it's just a blue version of a Speedrite or Stay Fix, you know, brand, model, whatever. Same guts as inside as those, just a different covered case and different sticker on the front. But there's our information right there. Fencerfixer.com is our website. All this stuff is down below in the description area, so if you need to just click the drop down arrow and hit one of the links, that'll take you right to our site. But we do free quotes on things and work on all brands and ages. I don't know how this unit is, probably I would guess a mid-90s model. Let's plug it in. It's 110, 120 volt. So plug it in. Well, light's flashing and it's clicking. So that's a good sign. So let's turn up, unplug it for a second. I will put a tester across it. Alright, let's take the knobs off first. I can't really get on there. Alright, let's see what it puts out. Plug it back in here. Alright, we're only getting about 3,000 volts out of it. Usually these things put out like 7, 8, 9,000 volts out of them. So we've either got some weak capacitors in it, they just aren't charging up like they used to, or the transformer's going bad. With the transformer, we might be out of luck. I don't know. I'll have to make a few phone calls to a couple places, because I think the transformer is built into this bottom case in a big blob of epoxy. Alright, looks like somebody's been in this thing before, because these little covers have got holes drilled in them or punched into them, and that's where the screws are hiding at. So let's pop these little covers out. Come on. Alright, that ain't gonna work. Something a little stouter to get in there to... Damn. Maybe get a knife and gouge it out that way. I would have left those things out myself. If I worked on this, pulled them out, I would just left them out of there. All they do is hide the screws. Come on, get out of there. Oh, man alive. I need something stout that won't bend, and that's skinny enough to get in there. That one working? Yeah. Good. Yeah, they're a little slower, but that's normal. That was a 6 plus on the 8. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Well, that little blade just broke right off inside there. That's good. That's nice. And look what it did to this. It bent the hell out of this trying to get those out of there. This old dry rotted plastic. Let's get a little, soften it up a little bit. Come on. Got 2 of the 3 screws out. I know when I get these screws out, I'm getting rid of those stupid plastic plugs and they're going in the trash. The one I'm having trouble with is this one. Come on. Those 2 are loose. Last screw right there I'm having trouble with. Hey, where's that new skinnier flat screwdriver you got? Or not skinny, flat or Phillips?
I get you 2 blues and 2 reds.
on. Alright, get the dumb thing apart, so get rid of that one. I'm getting rid of all 4 of these stupid black plugs. All they do is hide the stupid screws. There's no point of keeping them. You need to keep those, what holds everything in place when you put the screws back in it. Or holds the board and everything in place from flip-flopping around. Okay. Alright, let's see. It looks like this thing is all built together. I thought the transformer was built down inside, but it looks like it's sitting right on top, which makes it nice. But the board looks like riveted to something on the inside. Let's see if we can take these knobs off. Let's get a driver. Oops. Let's get a bit of some sort. No, do it this way because I don't have a socket set right here handy. Take these off a little ways because I don't know if this has to come all the way out for the board to come out, or we just need to drill the rivets off the top. I don't know. So you gotta come all the way out. Alright. Alright, so this transformer is locked into the board with this little, I can't remember what kind of washer they call it. It's like it's like a one-way washer. Once you put it on, you can't pull out the back because the prongs on it will bite back into the plastic with this little stud, so you have to cut those and pull them out and then put new ones on or glue the transformer in place, whatever. So I don't know if the transformers are issue or what. Let's the primary side, so we're going to cut this wire here, cut this wire here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily wire on a different transformer here, and then I will test the output of the new transformer. Let me, so I can always solder it back together. Alright, I'll grab another transformer. Oh, it's been little green, brown ones. If we have any to be over there, I don't think we have any more. I usually have so the green, brown, blue. That's a big. All you really use a perforated thing. Anything like that. Yeah, it'll work. It's just big, but you can cut it down to size maybe. Here's the transformer we're going to try. So I'm just going to temporarily solder it together. I'm just going to set it down like this. Alright, solder arm's all heated up, so let's get the soldering. And if this works, I'll heat the solder, pull this transformer off out of the way, remove this transformer out of here, and then we'll put this one in its place. This is made for up to a 6 joule unit, 6 output joules, and I don't think this is near that capacity, so this should hold up just fine on it. Probably also check this capacitor that's on there, make sure it's up to snuff, because being the age that this thing is, it probably wouldn't hurt to put a new capacitor in it. Alright, there's one side. There's the other side, heated up together. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my tester. Since it's kind of sit right there, as long as this doesn't touch anything, we're fine. This is the output leads. So hook that on there, hooked it on here, and then we'll see what it does when we plug it in. If it doesn't change too much, then we got probably weak capacitors in it. Oh, that fixed it, look at that. Alright, so we've got a bad transformer in it. So let's heat this transformer back up. The wires, we'll pull that off there. Alright, so now we can flip this. Let's unplug this cord here. Now we can work with what we want now. Let's snip these things off. Come on. I don't think we'll be able to, pry those off. I think they're pop them off. Transformer, we'll cut these wires off because we'll reuse them on the new one. There's the old transformer. Alright, let's check this capacitor out. Looks like it's 11 microfarads, so we'll check it right there. be 6.5, so we'll change that. Let's read half of what it should be. And then we've got these two here. They don't add that often, so they'll probably leave those alone. We got some 1.5 microfarad capacitors here. Check those. There's two. I don't know about that. Like that bouncing around deal. So we'll go ahead and we'll replace both of these. So we'll replace this one, these two, and the transformer. So let's get started with that. Let me go look. Let me see what capacitors we've got. I've got ones that similar to this. It might be a little bit bigger capacitance wise, but that's not a big deal. And I probably got something that will work for this one as well. So let me go dig around here for a second. Alright, so here's what I got to work with at the moment. I've got these two capacitors here. One's a 6, one's a 4. This reads 11. We'll wire them together in parallel, so that makes it 10. So it's pretty darn close. And then these two here are 2 microfarad capacitors, which will take the place of these two right here, which are 1.5. So if we add these together, that makes it it's half microfarad difference. So that extra half will equal 1. And that will make up the 11, or make up the 1 that this is missing. So that should be good to go there. And then these, they don't look bad that often. And these are 4. Why don't we just go ahead and change those as well? I mean, we're going to do the other capacitors, so might as well do those other ones. So let me go grab some for those. Alright, here's some capacitors for those orange ones. They're just different color. Same rating. Let me check those real quick. I want to make sure that the ones I've got are the right ones. I'm going to have to pull that out circuit and see what it reads. So let's get the desolder in here and get the party started. You need something to work on, Dad? It's in the little drawer, the little magnetic drawer thing up there. What, the little magnetic tray. You find it? The silver one? Test this one out of circuit, see what it reads. I'm not sure on the number on it because it's kind of a weird number or something. Maybe I was reading it wrong. $700 nano. I don't like that. So we'll put these in there. I actually think these are good. Looking up some numbers online, I think it's supposed to read 680 and it read like 700. And so that's pretty darn close, so we're going to leave the orange ones alone. So I'm going to put that back in there. I will take out the black ones and that big one. Alright, let's see here. Ow. There's that one. Those two. These little red ones are going to go in here. There's a Parmak like SE3 or SE2. Okay, now the big solder job, or desolder job. All this solder on this one here. Had that little perforated cutter thing go quicker. Didn't have to look deep. Yeah, I know, but did it make it easier going across versus using a little knife to go across? Okay. Okay, let's see if we can pop these tabs up. There's one. There's two. Come right off there. Alright, so now what we're going to do, let me try something real quick. Instead of using that one, I think we'll use this one. 8. Actually, this equals 11. This is 8 microfarads. This is 4. And tie them together, that's 12. So it's a little bit, to be just a tidbit stronger. And we can either put it, maybe just drill a hole there, 2 holes there like that, 2 holes like that, maybe. Let's see what we got to work with here. So take that transformer, and if it sets down like this, how much room do we got to work with here? So just sit like that. Pass over here, pass over there. We should be okay. Alright, so let's take a small drill bit. Let's see, we're going to drill a hole right there. Drill a hole. One capacitor sit right there. That, like that. Looks kind of awkward, but when you flip it over electrically, it's going to be in the right spot. So let's do this one first. Let's put something underneath it to hold capacitor in place. Alright, need some wire. I'm going to stop this video and we're going to start it over. I'm going to make a 2-part deal out of this because I'm getting kind of long on this video. So we'll stop it and we'll come back into another video and I'll kind of re-explain what we're going to do and then we'll go from there.